Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. And we have Dorothy, who is definitely not in Kansas anymore. She's in Huntsville, Alabama. Dorothy, I'm sure you've never heard that one before, right?
Oh, man, you couldn't believe what I've had to put up with. Like, where's your dog? Toto. Yes, I have to say stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, he's grown here. Your mama ate it. Toto.
Nice bike. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I'm sure that's true. It's a lovely name, but I'm sorry. You get saddled with all of that, don't you?
I'm named after my grandmother, and she was born before the book came out in the movie.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's all well and good. Okay. All right. All that aside, because as you can tell, we don't stick to our subject matter here at all during the after show. We don't even know where we are most of the time.
We have a subject matter?
No, we do not have a subject matter.
You're related to Biden.
Who am I? Why did I come into this room, right? Yeah, that's the Biden deal. All right. So anyway, what's on your mind about the NRA?
Yeah. Oh, well, I think, possibly if there's someone that could take Pierre's place, for graphics, it would look good to just having he should step aside, I think, or, whoever is, being investigated here, just to keep the organization going, because, they do good things. And it's a shame what's going on with that. And I was listening earlier, you were talking about the, registering at gun shops to, register to vote. I thought that was a good idea. And, why not sporting goods stores like Academy and Rural King and, Cabela's?
I like that idea. I thought that was very clever. Maybe this guy's got a gun store. He just goes down and they get registered to be able to, register voters right there. And he said it was a simple process, and now they just go online, crank up their computer, and so now they're asking people to go into the store, are you registered to vote? Oh, we can take care of that right now. I love that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so that's what the input I had there for the day. I took some time away from the NASCAR race to call in. I got to go.
All right,
I'll see
take
Jimmy
care.
win.
Drive fast, turn left. There you go.
Oh, my.
Oh, it's like if the world was right and if these people were right, they would resign. She's right while this is going on, or they would just step aside and say, okay,
if
for the good of the organization, right?
But they don't care about the good of the organization, and if they were right, they wouldn't be doing this stuff in the first place.
Do you have feelings on this, Jim?
Yeah. Just have my own particular kind of.
Well,
but you know what I mean. I mean, you're that whole comment you made is a premise based on a false assumption that they're decent people.
Right. Oh no, I certainly get that. If you thought about the organization, you wouldn't be raping it for tens of millions of dollars. Well, I'll say that it could be $100 million a year. I mean, they paid Ackerman McQueen $40 million a year.
Right. They're turning 50 this year already.
Turning 50, and then you start adding up the $2.5 million a year that LaPierre gets before they pay for his wife's makeup. I am not making this up, people. And her wardrobe, and the jets to fly them to go get their clothes in California from Virginia, and then the trips to Eleuthera and the Bahamas, and I think there were even trips to Europe, but I'd have to go check on that. But I mean, it's not just a little bit.
It's not just like they went out for a company dinner and instead of getting a burger, they got a steak.
Yeah,
they got the cow.
It's like saying, okay, today you get to buy me a Lexus, and tomorrow you get to buy me a Mercedes, because I am me, and we have all this money here, and why shouldn't I? Because this is cool. And I've got my close group of 4 or 5 friends at the top, and we're all going to take care of each other, and we're all going to sign off for each other to okay the expenses.
Right, and if the proverbial feces hits the fan, I walk with 17 mil. Oh, what a bummer.
Unbelievable.
So within the organization itself, there is the NRA side, then there is the ILA side.
Right. Institute for Legislative Action, which is a separate group.
Right. Now, they are safe and not under investigation, but that is, if I recall correctly, that is the group that is actually out there fighting for the rights with the cases.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
In the courts.
So,
Except that in the last year or two, I have been told that LaPierre and crew have been taking money out of ILA and sucking it into the general operation.
Oh.
Because, even if you have a lot of money, if you spend it fast enough, you can actually go through all of it.
oh, sure.
So then you start looking for other places to go for your money. And that's what the D.C. lawsuit is supposedly, allegedly, they're taking money out of the foundation, which I am told is an absolute no-no.
Right.
But, I don't have any info on that other than what I saw in the papers.
But the NRA side of it is the side that most people are familiar with for TV and interviews and the
Right.
shows and all of that type of thing. That is the public side of it. So can you still support the ILA with
You can.
monetary moment?
Yeah, and you can actually donate to the political, what do they call it, the Political Victory Fund, which is their PAC to help with the election. Honestly, I mean, if you're going to do that, there may be other places you want to go with the money right now. But, yes, you can. It hurts me to say don't support the NRA. It's just that when you say, okay, if I give them $35, say I send them $100, if they're going to take 30 or 40 of those dollars and just piss it away with their trips and their 108-foot yacht where they get to go stay because they have a vendor who lets them wink, wink, nod, nod, come stay on our place because we're getting a $60 million a year deal from you somewhere, whatever it is. I understand when people say, I'm just not going to give them any money. I get that.
Well,
It's maddening.
for sure, Alan Gottlieb's group is massive and working all the time, every day, every minute of the day, I'm certain, on all the cases from the way that he is and how in tune he is. But I did appreciate the fact of what he said is, regardless of what happens with them, all of these organizations get the fallout.
Yep.
Let me tell you a little something. NRA, up until recently, had 550 employees. We could put the entire staff of the Second Amendment Foundation in my living room. I'm not making that up. I'm not kidding.
A lot of work with few people.
I don't know what the number is. I mean, they might be crowded, okay. But, I mean, we're probably talking less than 30, fewer than 30 people.
Wow.
For all the work they do. I mean, it's a stunning amount of work from some very smart people who know how to work lean and get stuff done versus 550 people and hundreds of millions of dollars of expenses over at the NRA. And, and when there's that much money sloshing around, people of no character historically have been willing to go get some of it. Or just go take it. And then, of course, the whole thing ended up collapsing with the whole Ackerman McQueen. And they had a fallout there. And I don't know if that was that deal with the house over in Texas. And that's detail. It was very interesting. Yeah, they said, we're going to buy Wayne a $6.5 million house. The NRA will buy it for you, but we can't actually show it on the books. So Ackerman McQueen, we're going to get you to buy it. And then you submit that just as an expense, as part of your deal to the NRA.
Stationery, $4,000. Cab fares, $8,000. Miscellaneous expense, $6.5 million.
Yes, almost exactly. Almost exactly. And you're thinking, okay, I mean, I don't know what the right term for that is. I know there's some kind of legal term for that stuff. I don't know if it's...
It's a form of embezzlement.
I'm tempted to say that, but I don't know the law, and those have specific terms. It's hiding money.
Well, I'm not a lawyer, but don't let that stop me from giving my legal opinion.
Well, hey, I watched L.A. Law and a bunch of those lawyer shows, so, there you go. Well, certainly Boston Legal with William Shatner, and learn a lot on that, right?
Yeah, like that landscaping series, Law and Order.
Thanks, yes. I've seen that one.
Which has been, I just heard that's been on for 30 years.
Yep.
Wow.
Is that crazy? So if you wanted to binge watch that, you might not live long enough to watch all of those shows.
Depends on who's listening.
Speaking of listening, I had a move this week.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, nothing of value or merit.
Okay.
I had a move this week, I'll discuss after break with you, that doubled the listenership for the after show.
Wow.
So we got like 3 more people?
Close.